And hello again, everyone. We welcome you to District Week for boys basketball here on WOSN. We're going to kick things off in Division III. We got a pair of games for you. Bit of a WBL invitational. One of those teams, the WBL champion, will kick things off as the Indians of Shawnee are going to take on the Bobcats of Bowling Green. That's Miles Holliday. I'm Randy Roberts, partner. Made it through sectionals last week, getting into the best time of the year. These next couple of weeks as everyone hits the road, almost said the road to Columbus, the road to Dayton now as it's been the last few years. But everyone wants to know what these expanded playoffs, what the expanded tournament looks like. Now we're starting to get that idea here in this district doubleheader we've got this evening.
And where else would you rather be than right here, right now, Randy? What great hosts here at Liberty Benton. And we really should see some incredible action. Who's been hotter than Shawnee here in the last month and a half? And in the second game, a little bit of revenge on the tap with Defiance and Wapakoneta. We're going to have a lot of fun here tonight.
There is the bracket so far. So Bowling Green, the 5 seed, they chose the bye into the district, so didn't have to play in the opening round. Shawnee elected to play a first-round game, and they got a win over Bowser. We'll get into all that in just a couple of minutes. First of all, we want to tell you that a pregame show tonight is brought to you by Army's Auto Wrecking. Army's Auto Wrecking is paying cash for your junk cars and trucks. Call Army's at 419-225-1896. All right, partner, let's jump in to our pregame and talk a little bit about these two teams. Let's start with the Bobcats of Bowling Green, the number 5 seed. You saw there on the bracket as we take a look at the starting lineup tonight for Mason Ross Bobcats. They come in at 6-16. Lost their final 2 games of the year to a tough Whitmer team. Also lost to Clay, and partner offense has been a struggle. They've been held under 40 points 6 times and held under 30 points 4 times this season.
Yeah, and you take a look at their season high of 64 points. That happened to opening weekend, so they really struggled to score the basketball. Mason Roth did a great job of sending us information, get us ready for this game, and I thought he was very, very honest, Randy, in his assessment of his guys. He said they got to make about 10 threes in this basketball game to stay in it. That might be an accurate statement right there. They do have 2 guys that can score the basket, and that is Jay Shannon, number 1, about 13 points a game. He shares the ball really well with 2 assists as well. And then Tomas Meek, number 23, a really good player all around, 10 points, about 8 rebounds. And he's like one of those stat stuffer guys with 3 assists and 2 steals. Those 2 are going to have to be absolutely fantastic if they're going to stay close in this one.
Yeah, for Bowling Green, they come in averaging just under 46 points a game while allowing 61. So that defense is going to be tested against this Shawnee team that gets up and down the floor. Let's take a look at the Indians of Shawnee, the champions of the WBL at 21-2. You saw on that bracket to open our pregame, the number 1 seed in this district. By the way, that 72-19 win over Bowser to get here in the district set a school record fewest points allowed in a game for the Indians.
And it's what they've been doing since that loss to DSJ, right? In the 12 games since they lost to Delphus St. John's, they've held their opponents 6 times under 30 points. That's absolutely insane defense. And how do they do it? Well, it's their tremendous length and their quickness. They are extremely good defensively. They get their hands on this about every single pass. Mark Triplett, the coach of the year in the WBL, has done a great job getting them at 21-2. And, of course, it's easy when you have the player of the year in the WBL with Beckett Berkey. How good is that young man?
Now, Shawnee off their 8th straight sectional title. They're scoring 64 a game while allowing 47. You mentioned the Berkey brothers. Both of them had big games in that sectional win over Bowser. Beckett, the junior, 20 points, 5 assists, 4 rebounds. Trevick, the sophomore, at 6'7", almost matched it. Only 15 instead of 20. Went for 5 assists, 4 rebounds, but he added 4 steals.
Yeah, and these guys, they must love Kendrick Lamar because they go whop, whop, whop all the time on shots. They got Jagger Hutchins that blocks a shot a game and Trevick Berkey. So even when he blocks a shot a game too. So even when he beats a perimeter guy and he gets to the rim, there's big fellas that are going to block my shot.
Well, time now for our keys to the game, and our keys to the game tonight brought to you by Army's Auto Wrecking. Army's Auto Wrecking is paying cash for your junk cars and trucks. Call Army's at 419-225 1896. Some tips tonight? What's some tips of the game tonight for Bowling Green?
Yeah, number one, Randy, pass with purpose. If you throw a lazy pass, it's either going to deflect it or flat out stolen, and it'll be 2 points on the other way in a hurry. So you're going to have to make sure you have a lot of zip. Take care of the basketball if you're Bowling Green. Number two, floor balance. If you're not hustling back on defense, it is going to be a layup line against Shawnee. They do a great job of going from one end to the other in a hurry. And then number three, Meek shall inherit the court. Oh, Tomas Meek, he is a heck of a basketball player, isn't he? 10 points a game, 8 rebounds, 3 assists, 2 steals. The Meek shall inherit the court if BG is going to win this one here tonight.
And what will be some tips tonight for the Shawnee Indians?
Number one, shooting rhythm. And when they do shoot in rhythm, watch out. They are absolutely light-out shooters. They shoot 36% from the arc, so make sure you're finding the open guy. They share the basketball really well, so if you're shooting in rhythm, it's going to be a good night for Shawnee. Number two, hit home runs. Is there a better team? Is there a better team that catching a ball underneath one basket and then throwing it for a home run to the other end without one dribble than Shawnee? If there is, I haven't seen them yet. Hit home runs for easy points. And then the player of the year, who's the POI? Who is it? Well, it's Beckett Berkey, 21, 8, 4 assists, 1 steal. He shoots like crazy. He can pass it like crazy. Oh, and he can dunk it like crazy. Watch out for Beckett Berkey.
Well, our tips of the game and a pregame show have been brought to you by Army's Auto Wrecking. Army's Auto Wrecking is paying cash for your junk cars and trucks. Call Army's at 419-225-1896. We've got nothing left to do but tip it up. It's district basketball, and we'll have it for you next here on WOSN. Randy and Miles back with you here, just about ready to tip this off, this opening district semifinal between Shawnee and Bowling Green. The winner's going to come back here Saturday afternoon. Get the winner of our second game between Wapakoneta and Defiance. That is right now scheduled for a 4 p.m. tip on Saturday for the district final. But you got to get to the district final first. Shawnee is the home team, will be in the whites with the red numerals, black trim. Bowling Green with a red with the black numerals. And it is the Indians that win the tip, and we are underway.
Is this a triangle and two by BG early? And I think it was.
Wing three is no good. Now the Bobcats are going to lose the basketball as Antoine Lawrence tried to go behind the back. Three ball is going to be no good. Long rebound out. Matthew Stiles to get it and go. Little spinneroonie. Can't get it to go. Ball's loose on the floor. Tate Bender gets it. Here's the kick out. 3 ball off the mark. Berkey's going to fight for the offensive rebound. That's Beckett Berkey's going to go up, and he's going to draw the foul.
Well, good rhythm shot by Hutchins. It just goes a little bit too strong, but that's the problem. You have the length of Beckett Berkey on that weak side, and he is strong enough to go through contact. And Beckett Berkey gets himself to the line early in this game.
We're going to knock down our first free throw in our free throws tonight. Brought to you by Lee's Famous Recipe Chicken, located in Wapak, Davis, and St. Mary's. Locally owned and operated, Lee's is not just famous for chicken, we're famous for catering too.
This allows Shawnee to get into their 1-2-1-1, and an easy steal by Trevick.
Trevick Berkey gets the basket off the turnover quickly. It is 4-0 Shawnee on our Ultimate Outdoor scoreboard. Bring resort-style living to your backyard every day with a luxury outdoor space by Ultimate Outdoor. Take a little zone defense employed here by Shawnee. Bobcats trying to go over the top, get the entry pass inside. A fall away in the paint is good by the top scorer for this Bowling Green team, Jay Shannon.
Yeah, Jay with the turnaround, Jay. Number one showing up big, a nice backdoor pass.
Good pass along the baseline as Trevick Berkey gets his second bucket of the evening.
Oh, the brothers anticipate each other's moves extremely well. Another great pass by Beckett to Trevick.
Bobcats able to bring this one into the front court. So Bowling Green out of the Northern Lakes League Cardinal Division will get the scores. Parker Jackson Grazier with the score.
Now all action is Parker Jackson Grazier. Nice little cut. BG, a team that you chronicled that struggles to score points for early in this one.
Now they're down a bucket. We've played a couple of minutes in the opening quarter. Short corner, a little give and go between the Berkey brothers, and Trevick has his third score of the night.
Yeah, it's kind of like a high school senior going down and playing against middle schoolers right there, isn't it? Just two big guys thrown over top of them.
Now, ball knocked away in the backcourt. This is going to be saved. A heads-up play. Stiles' attempt on the baseline is blocked out of bounds, but it's going to stay Shawnee ball.
A nice job by Tomas Meek. Going back, didn't foul, uses that left hand to get himself a block.
And off the inbound, the quick score. It's Tate Bender on the putback, and our instant replays tonight are brought to you by Elida Building and Contracting. His shot attempt, that one hit the top of the backboard, but we're going to play on. Indians with a basketball, trying to work his way to the basket. Jagger Hutchins. This one lost as Beckett Berkey had it swiped away on his way up. Bobcats coming back. This one's going to be thrown right into the hands of Berkey on the save. Tate Bender with the pass. There is that action. That one blocked. That one might have caught the bottom side of the backboard. Been all action back and forth. Layup attempt is going to be no good. And it's just going to be nonstop. Now Bender, open lane, will get in and score.
Who shot off the starter's gun? Because it is a track meet here from Liberty Benton.
12-4 on our Ultimate Outdoor scoreboard. Shawnee on top, 4:40 to go in the opening quarter.
Yeah, I'm not sure you want to run with Shawnee. The BG would be best served to pull this out and slow things down just a little bit.
Jay Shannon tried the corner three. Trevick Berkey off the miss. Trevick, it's going to be 2-on-4. I don't think that was going to stop him. Great entry pass inside. Ball fake buys the defender the score for Jagger Hutchins.
Well, look at Jagger Hutchins. Go to the low block, and nobody finds him. So go to the open spot. A little bit of an up fake to get himself the old-fashioned three-point play, and it's good to see the up fake is still undefeated, Randy Roberts.
And again, our instant replays tonight brought to you by Elida Building and Contracting. Call Brian Wheeler at Elida Building and Contracting, committed to quality and community. Elida Building and Contracting, 48 years of trust, 48 years of experience. As Hutchins will knock down the Lee's famous recipe chicken free throw to convert the three-point play. Shawnee now with a double-digit lead. We have not played half of this opening quarter. The ball poked away from behind. Another turnover. 3-on-3. Once again, ball never hits the deck, and it's going to lead to two more Lee's famous recipe chicken free throws for the Indians.
Tate Bender running the floor and gets rewarded. You called it correctly, my friend. Touch pass to an open look, and it has been nothing but Shawnee here early.
We got ourselves a Metzger Financial Services timeout. Metzger Financial Services, helping you plan your financial future. Call 419-225-6067 or visit MetzgerFinancialServices.com. Stoppage on the floor. Let's take a timeout. Early lead for the Indians here on WOSN. 15-4. Shawnee out in front of Bowling Green here in our Ultimate Outdoor scoreboard. 4:07 left to go in the opening quarter. Tate Bender will be at the line, shooting two Lee's famous recipe chicken free throws for the Indians. Knocked down the first one.
Now, you see that law enforcement official that was in the top corner of the screen? Did you see him?
Yeah.
Okay, now, behind him is a fire extinguisher. If BG is smart, they'll run over and grab that fire extinguisher and start spraying it. There he is right there, right behind him. Go get that fire extinguisher, because that's the only thing that's cooling off Shawnee right now.
So you're asking Bowling Green to commit a felony to slow down Shawnee.
There's an actual fire. Look at the net.
Hey, be careful.
These guys are red hot, Randy.
Okay, that I'll agree with. 17-4. Can't yell fire in a theater.
Well, they've been red hot, so about as close to burning coals as you can be.
There's Jay Shannon for three. That one's going to be up, no good. Rebound grabbed for Damila Ojo, checked in the lineup for the Indians. Now the straight on three. Good for Jagger Hutchins.
Yeah, release, rotation, and celebration. Anything that Shawnee is pulling up is just going through the net.
That is a thermal guard window and door three-pointer. Quality windows and doors from a local company you can trust. Visit thermalguardwindows.com or call 419-229-4273 for your free estimate.
Well, this Shawnee team, all kidding around, but they have you seen a group is dialed in this early in a basketball game all season long? I mean, they are absolutely as connected as you can be.
It's a drive to the basket, and that one's going to be knocked out of bounds by Ojo. So you You and I were chatting before we started that Wapakoneta came in right before the opening tip, and coaches maybe a little nervous about having to face this Shawnee team if they advance.
I would not want to watch this, right? They have been absolutely impressive, and there was Ojo.
No, we want as many people as possible. So.
I mean, if I was an opponent.
Oh, okay.
Okay. But there was Ojo saying, oh, no, don't bring that stuff into my lane.
Still just over 3 minutes left to go in this opening quarter.
Back to man out of Shawnee. Already 3 different looks that the coach of the year, Mark Triplett, has broke out.
Three-pointer, that one is going to hit the
stanchion,
thank you. Up on top, did fall through, but unfortunately is whistled dead once it hits that stanchion.
I think, if you're a referee, go ahead and give it to him, right? BG's struggling a little bit, go ahead and give it to him. 1-2-2 zone now for BG. Going to slow down Shawnee a little bit while they figure out what they want to do against it.
Looked for the cutter, but Ojo had his back to the action. They'll settle for the baseline jumper from Trevick Berkey, who buries it.
It doesn't matter what you run up, defensively against it. If you leave Trevick Berkey alone from 12 feet, he'll bury it.
Berkey's up to 8. Here's a loose ball in the kick out. Now the extra pass leads to a couple extra passes. Caden Torres had it now. The good drive and score for Tomas Meek.
A nice little dive to the lane by Tomas Meek.
So Meek, the second leading scorer for this Bobcat team, just under 11 a game. That's his first score. Now through a double team, everything dropping in for Trevick Berkey, who's up to 10 on the night.
This is kind of the script that Shawnee likes to write. We see Trevick lead the scoring early, and then Big Brother in the second half carries the day.
Ojo with the basketball. He'll come out to the wing over for Beckett Berkey. 3 ball's going to be no good. Good rebound. Grabbed in traffic there by Parker Jackson Grazier. He'll get the outlet for Antoine Lawrence. Pass is going to be thrown away, and it's going to go back over to the Indians.
That missed shot on the other end by Beckett Berkey.
A rarity.
It was, indeed. When everything goes in the air, you're just anticipating it going through the net. He missed the shot and almost thought we should stop the game and celebrate that for a second. That was an unusual moment early in this one.
24-6. This opening quarter brought to you by Army's Auto Wrecking. Army's Auto Wrecking is paying cash for your junk cars and trucks. Call Army's at 419-225-1896. 3 ball from the corner. That one's going to be no good. Offensive rebound grabbed in traffic from Max Goldsberry, but he'll lose the handle. A little bump coming down with the rebound. Jarred the ball loose. Here's Jay Shannon. Shannon falling away. That one's going to be no good as Beckett Berkey's got the miss for the Indians.
Shannon has shown that he can get to the lane already a couple times in this first quarter. Just a little bit too strong on that fadeaway.
Meek wearing the Rip Hamilton-inspired face guard.
Yeah, he's got called for the old school knee braces, too. I like him. He's a tough dude.
Might have come straight out of late 80s, early 90s NBA.
Mm-hmm.
Looks like a guy that could handle a ball back then. Different game from that era. Different game.
Sure is, but his toughness reminds you of the 80s.
Now the entry pass, and Meek is going to pick up his second foul. It's going to be the team's 5th. So we're going to have some extra least famous recipe chicken free throws.
Meek said he got all ball, but if your hand is on the back, the officials are going to call that a second foul for him, and things get a little bit tougher for BG if he's in foul trouble.
So Max Goldsberry, the 6'3" senior, knocks down his first least famous recipe chicken free throw. They get one more. A 25-point opening quarter by the Indians, make it 26.
But he had a nice night against Wayne Trace when we had that game. Second half, Max showed that he's a really good ball player as well.
Another 3 ball from the wing. This one's going to hit off the heel of the iron. Rebound comes out to Stiles. Stiles give behind Trevick Berkey. Berkey going to give to the open Goldsberry, who gets the bucket.
Max Goldsberry right on cue. We talked about him looking good against Wayne Trace. Post players know what to do when no one's around. Go right to the rim. Trevick finds him.
So Goldsberry off the bench with 4 here in the opening quarter. 28-6 on our Ultimate Outdoor scoreboard. Jackson Grazier's going to lose the handle. It's gotten her a gain back by Bowling Green, however, thrown away. Now half-court heave. A little too much on it, and that's how the opening quarter will end. A 28-point opening period for Shawnee. They have the comfortable lead over Bowling Green. We'll take a timeout here in WOSN. A 28-6 Shawnee out in front of Bowling Green after 1 quarter of play. Partner, I'm counting them up, 5, 6, 7, 10 field goals for the Indians in that opening quarter.
Yeah, with the exception of a 3 and about a 12-footer from the baseline, all of them from 5 feet and in for Shawnee. So the shot selection for Mark Triplett's group is fantastic. Now on the other side, though, BG struggling to shoot from the perimeter. And this is a team that has struggled from behind the arc at 27% on the year. It might be the first good look they've had here tonight.
Meek with a good spin, couldn't get it to go. Tate Bender able to grab the rebound. Bender saw the defender at his side, and Meek. Bender's going to get the basketball back in the corner. Nowhere to go with it, so give out to the wing 3. That one's going to be up no good. Nice job by Meek to get in position for the rebound. Tomas Meek leads the break. Here's the kick out. Jay Shannon, his wing 3's up no good. Tate Bender's just going to take the rebound away. BG defender loses the ball out of bounds as Antoine Lawrence will win the battle, and the Bobcats will have possession of the pumpkin.
I credit Lawrence for continuing to work. Tate Bender had his 2 hands on it, but Lawrence didn't give up on it. Gets a possession here for BG.
Shannon gets the kick out. Here's Jackson Grazier's floater. Gets the bounce and scores.
Jackson Grazier showing up in this basketball game. 2 big plays on the offensive end. And not out of the woods yet if you're Shawnee. Still 20-point lead, though, 20-8.
Yeah, the 5'11 freshman with 4 points for the Bobcats. Shawnee leads this one 28-8 on our Ultimate Outdoor scoreboard. Bring resort-style living to your backyard every day with a luxury outdoor space by Ultimate Outdoor. Indians trying a couple of threes. Can't get anything to go. Caleb Miller has the miss. Here's the kick out. And the thermal guard window and door 3 does finally fall for Beckett Berkey.
Yeah, shoot in rhythm. How about the great passing quickly around the horn to get Beckett Berkey a free look.
3-pointers tonight brought to you by Thermal Guard Window and Door. Quality windows and doors from a local company you can trust. Visit thermalguardwindows.com. Call 419-229-4273 for your free estimate. And maybe on cue. Nope, can't get it to go for Berkey. It'd be nice, hit the 3 while I'm reading the sponsor mention. So he'll just slice his dice his way through the lane and score.
Yeah, kind of like Plastic Man there. His body was in the middle lane. His right arm went all the way to the low block.
Meek's going to have the ball knocked away from behind. Loose ball on the floor. This one's going to be grabbed by Jackson Frazier. Parker Jackson Frazier, a little stutter step at the free throw line. Gets rid of it over to Jay Shannon. Shannon, the senior, trying to find some room. And Tate Bender's going to get involved and get the block.
They love the block shots at Shawnee. Second one in this ball game.
Kick out. Now the extra pass. Caleb Miller, he's going to let fly from deep. Can't get it to go. Rebound grab by Samuel Wiles, sophomore for this BG team. Overall, quite a young roster at 6-16. Meek from deep. He will bury the thermal guard window and door 3-pointer as head coach Mason Roth of the Bobcats wants to take a timeout. It's a Metzger Financial Services timeout. Metzger Financial Services help you plan your financial future. Call 419-225-6067 or visit MetzgerFinancialServices.com.
Now, how about the 3-ball by Meek? A little old school flavor on it, wasn't it?
It was.
Top of the head, a little bit of a line drive in the bottom of the net. Nice job by Tomas with the old conventional 3-ball.
The Bobcats trying to hang around now, 33-11, down by 22 here with a few minutes left to go before we get to the halftime break. Winner of this one again is going to get either Wapak or Defiance. That's going to be the district final. We'll show you that bracket once again. Second seed Defiance got a win over Salina. You and I saw that game. Wapak struggled a little bit, but finally pulled away from the Blue Devils of Springfield up in our neck of the woods in Metro Toledo.
Defiance Wapak rematch from a rock fight in middle December. And that one of those scores that you're like, wow, that was a pretty game. It was one of those 32-26 type of affairs. But this is a Wapak team that is playing really well. 6 of their last 7. Should be a fun one to call.
So that will be a part of our doubleheader here tonight at Liberty Benton as we kick off District Week on WOSN. We'll have semifinals all across the area. Some championship games Friday and Saturday. Through a triple T. Score is good for Jagger Hutchins.
That was a really nice set by Shawnee. A screen, then rolled to the low block by Ojo. He vacates, and then Hutchins takes his spot, and it goes right through three guys.
And Meek is going to be called for the offensive foul.
All right, here comes Tomas Meek right into your couch. Yeah, right into the chest of Beckett Berkey, who takes the charge. Interesting that he took the charge instead of trying to block the shot. Good defensive fundamentals there by Beckett Berkey.
And a replays tonight brought to you by Elida Building and Contracting. Call Brian Wheeler at Elida Building and Contracting, committed to quality and community. Elida Building and Contracting, 48 years of trust, 48 years of experience. Open player along the baseline this time is Trevick Berkey. Gets his first bucket of the second quarter.
Now an absolute laser, big bro to little bro.
So that's 12 now for Trevick. Makes it 37-11. A little trap action. Hutchins had the steal. He's going to get the handle back a little over the head pass. And the finish for Trevick Berkey.
The nifty passing. Good no look by Ojo. I'll find you as I'm falling out of bounds by Hutchins. Oh, Shawnee scintillating here tonight.
Little curly lemon there. Reference, if you've watched Miles and I over the last couple of years, you know that one. Now the foul's going to be called here on Trevick Berkey. He's going to be called for the push-off.
Yeah, you see the left arm extended by Trevick. Now, I know Trevick is a strong guy, but I'm not sure his bench press is 300 where he could throw Jay Shannon 20 yards. Jay helped that call out. Smart play by Jay Shannon.
Halfway through the second quarter, 39-11 on our Ultimate Outdoor scoreboard. And our game tonight also brought to you by Army's Auto Wrecking. Army's Auto Wrecking is paying cash for your junk cars and trucks. Call Army's at 419-225-1896. Step back wing three, doesn't get the friendly bounce as the rebound grabbed by Beckett Berkey. Beckett will hold up plays. He finds brother Trevick. Trevick back to Beckett. Beckett from the free throw line. He'll just wait for the cutter, trying to get the reverse layup, but a foul's going to be called. And we're going to see Trevick, the sophomore, step to the least famous recipe chicken free throw line.
Now, Brogan Paisley's going to be called for the foul. He thought he'd gotten away with it. But no, it was a nice job by the officials recognizing that little reverse look was hampered by Paisley hanging on him.
First toss for Trevick Berkey is no good. And a free throw line tonight brought to you by Lee's Famous Recipe Chicken, located in Wapak, Delphus, and St. Mary's. Locally owned and operated, Lee's is not just famous for chicken, we're famous for catering too.
2-2-1 now by Shawnee. At some point in time, when they have this big lead, your mark triplet, you throw things out there so everybody has to practice against it.
So here's Shannon trying to get inside, gets the kick out. Baseline shot is no good as Beckett Berkey just one-hands the rebound. This is ahead to Jagger Hutchins. Hutchins will get the roll and score.
Oh, circus me, Mr. Hutchins behind the back, and then the finish.
And now Tate Bender with the steal and score.
Hey, they're tough when you want to look down and write something on your paper. Things are happening on the floor.
Yeah, you ain't kidding, brother. 33-point lead for the Indians. 2:40 to go before halftime. This Bowling Green's going to bring Caden Torres, the 5'7" sophomore, back into the lineup.
Boy, look at the student section. They're merciless. Still all over top, the BG kids. BG should turn around and say, look, it's 44-11. Can you chill out a little bit?
Jay Shannon trying to get to the basket. Shannon able to dribble out of traffic. It's the kick out to the wing, out to Torres. Torres picks up his dribble. He's going to need some help. Finds Shannon. Shannon tries to spin both sides, hangs in the air, can't get it to go. Torres with the offensive rebound. Back out to Jay Shannon, who finally gets the roll.
Boy, he is absolutely fearless, isn't he? Doesn't matter who's in that key, Jay Shannon will take him on.
It's 4 points for him. Styles on the other end with the three. Can't get it to go, but the rebound right there. Trevik Berkey will put it up and in.
Yeah, it's just too easy, right? Nobody with a body on him to push him out of the lane. It's just a catch and go right back up on it.
It's 17 now for the young man. Under 2 minutes to go. Now Jay Shannon will step up. He will bury the thermal guard window and door three-pointer.
Yeah, Jay Shannon having yourself a pretty good first half. You know who he reminds me of? Let's see how good your basketball knowledge is. You remember David Rivers at Notre Dame back in the day would wind up playing for the Lakers?
I do not.
Yeah, very similar game. Nice player.
There's Tate Bender, the cutter. Gets caught under the basket, gets the kick out. Up for Caleb Miller. Miller underneath now gives to, it was Beckett Berkey, couldn't get the finish. And a nice box out and rebound there for Brendan Howard. 6'1", senior, number 12 in this lineup for Bowling Green. Jay Shannon, a little crossover, a little spin, a little bury the head. Floaters left a little short. Beckett Berkey with the miss. Beckett felt the pressure coming from behind. Ball's knocked out of bounds. It's going to stay with Shawnee.
Yeah, you see Jay Shannon, number 1 for BG. He is really laboring, and they're going to get a sub in for him. He's Yeah, you can tell, man, he was spent. He's going over to the trash can to get to know that a little bit.
Now a little push off the inbound. So foul's going to go on Antoine Lawrence. Lawrence at 6'1", trying to tell the official, listen, the guy I'm guarding is like 7'9", and you're telling me I'm the one that pushed him down. But that offensive rebound and put back, Jagger Hutchins.
Well, Hutchins is able to do it on the weak side because there's nobody pushing him out, right? He just goes right over top of everybody. There's no red jersey in his gut. Make his life a little bit more difficult by getting into him.
Hutchins with 12 as that lead grows.
Jay Shannon back on the bench for BG. Got to respect the fact, Randy, here's a senior that probably playing his last ball game, and he is leaving absolutely everything out on the floor.
Here's a ball out of bounds. Shawnee's going to get this back. 26 and a half seconds left to go, opening half on our Ultimate Outdoor scoreboard.
Shawnee looks like they're going to hold for the last one here. They've executed this situation extremely well. We saw it twice against Wayne Trace. Early in the year, we saw it as well against Elida.
One deflected out of bounds, so it's going to stay with Shawnee, down to 6.3 to go in the half.
That was going to be an exclamation mark on this first half, wasn't it? A little better pass for a dunk.
Instead, they'll go for the corner three. It is one final thermal guard window and door three-pointer, and that's the way our opening half will end. 51-16. Shawnee leads this one at the break. We're going to take a timeout. We'll have the second half for you when we return. Hey, we're back here, Liberty Benton, 51-16. Shawnee out in front of Bowling Green at the half. That's Miles. I'm Randy. These are apparently some of Miles' new friends that he met before the game started.
Look, she's got a shirt on that is
I would hope
unbelievable.
so.
Look at that.
So. Okay.
How about that? Coach of the Year, Coach Triplett. That's a great shirt, isn't it?
I'm glad the sentence didn't end, she has a shirt on. I'm glad there was more to it.
That's a great looking shirt. And you know what else was great? Oh, there's Grandma. That's Grandma Hutchins. That's Jagger Hutchins' grandma. Look at those shoes, Randy. Oh, those are spectacular. Sneaker game. Strong in the Hutchin family.
So 51-16, as we mentioned. It's going to be Shawnee ball. We are underway with the second half. So the Indians halfway to a rematch with either Shawnee Wapak or Defiance in the district final. And Trevik Berkey is going to open the second half with a big bucket.
Yeah, nice high-low action. And, oh, boy, you better pay attention. Almost took out our good friend Young Gravy over there.
Yeah, with that ball out of bounds, the clock continues to run, so we are in a running clock situation. So
how about Nate Garlock not helping him out at all?
Of course.
Let him go off his forehead.
That's
Young
right.
Gravy, David Mansell, be alive over there, buddy.
So inside out for the Indians here. Styles caught in the paint, nowhere to go. Kick out three ball is going to be no good. And also good to see Jay Shannon back out under the floor here for the Bobcats. Work this one into the corner. Three ball is no good. This one's out of bounds, so it's going to belong to Shawnee with the running clock. That's what we wanted to show you. So greater than a 30-point differential. The clock will only stop for timeouts at the end of the quarter or Miles' favorite, which we've yet to be determined. What is any unusual delay?
Yeah, it's still to be determined. So hopefully we don't have any unusual delays. So sounds kind of ominous, doesn't it? Good box out right there by Tomas Meek.
Is the basketball knocking out radio color guy at the scorer's table an unusual delay?
I think if it's Young Gravy, you just play on.
I think so. Jagger Hutchins scoring the paint for the Indians. So 55-16 on our Ultimate Outdoor scoreboard. Ultimate Outdoor, bring resort-style living in your backyard every day with a luxury outdoor space by Ultimate Outdoor. Quick rebound and go for Beckett Burke. You'll have the Indians on the go. Here's Tate Bender. He's going to lose the basketball. Jagger Hutchins will come and get it. Trevick Burke, you wanted to make sure he was behind the arc. Turns down the three anyways.
Working against this man-to-man look with the principles that they're not going to switch on the perimeter for BG. Nice little hook by Hutchins that goes awry.
Rebound out for Jay Shannon. He's looking to push, tries to get to the basket, high off the window, and he will score.
Aw, fearless. Jay Shannon going through the trees on that one. He was absolutely gassed in the first half. Good to see him back out there, a senior. Enjoy your last moments of playing high school basketball.
Hey, he's got 9. Meanwhile, Trevick Berkey has his 10th made field goal tonight. The latest bucket makes it 57-18. As Shannon going to draw the foul as he's able to get into the paint.
Watch Jay Shannon. Watch how he contorts his body. Goes through splits the double team right there between Bender and Hutchins. You and I, we would have been knocked over backwards, and not Jay Shannon.
And our replays tonight are brought to you by Elida Building and Contracting. Call Brian Wheeler to Elida Building and Contracting, committed to quality and community. Elida Building and Contracting, 48 years of trust, 48 years of experience. It looks like the day may be done early for the starting five for the Indians. They're going to put a fresh group out on the floor here. Might as well if you're Shawnee, up 57-18.
If you're Mark Triplett, the second group, you want them to take care of the basketball and keep momentum.
It's going to be one starter, Stiles on the floor, but we see Jack Fishbaugh out there, Max Goldsberry, who's had quite a bit of playing time on and off this year, along with Damola Ojo, guys that have seen some quality minutes.
Yeah, Ojo's, he's like a starter in waiting. He plays so many minutes and an explosive guy.
Luke Marshall out there as well. Marshall's the one with the basketball. Marshall's going to be called for the travel. We'll take a look at the Elida Building and Contracting replay.
Now let it go right there. Don't keep carrying it, and there's where the travel happens because Meek comes over to help.
Kind of skids to a stop. So Tomas Meek was in foul trouble early on. Had the basketball, and then it's going to be taken away as Antoine Lawrence will get to the basket, and he's able to draw the foul, and he's going to go to Lee's famous recipe chicken free throw line.
Yeah, Antoine Lawrence making a statement here that he's going to be a guy that BG can build around next year. Just a junior, he's given quality minutes when he's been on the floor.
So free throw line tonight brought to you by Lee's famous recipe chicken in Wapak, Davis, and St. Mary's. Locally owned and operated, Lee's is not just famous for chicken, we're famous for catering too. So Lawrence will get one more toss as he misses the first.
A smart play here by the people at Liberty Benton. What was in the hospitality room? Lee's, right? Can't go wrong with Lee's.
One member of our crew might have taken full advantage of that, who has then
I've never seen Peyton move faster.
Called out for his job title rather quickly. The Indians work this one around the perimeters. Ojo wanted a screen, instead he'll get it out to Goldsberry. Send this off to the wing for Stiles. Fishball sends it over to the left wing. Ojo, a ball fake, then picks up his dribble. Down already. 2 minutes left to go in the third quarter.
Just running this set over and over again. Here comes a high screen to get Ojo free, and they'll go back right into it.
Yeah, had a cutter as well in Fishball. They didn't like it. Now Fishball, top of the key, send this around. Good ball fake. Now Marshall pull-up jumper from the elbow. That one doesn't go. Rebound ends up right in the hands of Jay Shannon. Shannon gets rid of this one up to Meek. Tomas Meek, the jump stop, the kick out. 3-ball on the way. That one hits the front of the iron. It's no good. Luke Marshall, that long rebound. Marshall, the sophomore, lost the handle. The two Indians fighting for possession of the basketball. It's going to be thrown away. Now, turnaround jumper. Just that kind of night for Jay Shannon. Couldn't get it to go.
Yeah, he looked like a tornado spinning around in the air, didn't he?
He did. This third quarter brought to you by Army's Auto Wrecking. Army's Auto Wrecking is paying cash for your junk cars and trucks. Call Army's 419-225-1896. On the baseline, there's the kick out to the wing. As Marshall is going to pick up his dribble, find Styles. Back out for Ojo. Ojo trying to turn the corner. Ojo's going to back around his defender, got hooked, and he's going to go to the least famous recipe chicken free throw line.
Just a little bit of a glimpse of Ojo's ability to attack, and then the athleticism to spin back, goes through the contact. Nice athleticism, Randy, to take a look as he's falling away.
It's going to be the fourth foul on Tomas Meek as Ojo scores now for the first time tonight. Looks like these least famous recipe chicken free throws will more than likely end this third quarter. Second one's no good as the horn does sound. That's it for the third quarter. All Shawnee now 58-19 as we head to the fourth. We'll take a timeout here on WOSN. 58-19, Shawnee out in front of Bowling Green as we move to our fourth and final quarter of this opening Division III Boys Basketball District semifinal. Second game tonight here at Liberty Benton will feature Wapak and Defiance. Two winners will then meet Saturday afternoon for the right to move on to the regional tournament. We're going to open this fourth quarter with a thermal guard window and door three-pointer.
Yeah, Howard wearing the Currys. Yeah, Curry hits the three. You wear the Currys. You got to deliver from behind the arc.
Brendan Howard with his first basket of the contest. Now working inside and getting the scores, Max Goldsberry.
Goldsberry, when he has gotten minutes, and we've been here to watch, he's been a fantastic player for Shawnee.
Brogan Paisley with the basketball. He'll give back to Howard. Brendan thought about another three. Now to Jay Shannon. Shannon off to the wing. And now trying to make something happen is Brogan Paisley, the 5'8 senior. He's going to go and shoot a couple least famous recipe chicken free throws.
Now Paisley was hit so hard. He was seeing many colors. A nice sportsmanship, though, by number 10, Fishbaugh, to go over and help him up.
It's going to be the first foul on Fishbaugh, as the 1950s style set free throw was no good.
Let's take a look at Paisley's attempt here at number 2. A little unorthodox. I kind of like it, though. Good shades of Richie Cunningham at Jefferson High.
Set shot still in play. Couldn't get the second. Oh, too strong off the heel of the iron.
You see Paisley smiling about it on the way down to the floor?
I know those TV guys are talking about me. Look, Mom, on TV. Baseline pivot's no good. Here's the kick out. Three ball's going to be no good. Some JV guys now seeing some action for Shawnee.
Yes, Caden Fritchie.
$60 to 22 as we near the 5.5-minute mark. That one nearly knocked away. Caden Torres trying to get the steal. Three's no good, but the putback bounces up and good for Jack Fishbaugh.
Well, the question remains, Randy Roberts, does Fishbaugh give himself an assist? He passes it to himself. The high-class smooch assist. And then the make after that. What do you think, Score?
I don't know. He got absolutely mobbed by his bench. We're going to take Thought we are going to take a look at the replay here. So quick timeout as Bowling Green look like they want to empty their bench. So we've got fresh faces all over the floor here to finish this final 5.5 minutes. Double pump kick out. Nice pivot, trying to go high off the window. That's going to be no good. Long pass ahead, thrown off the back of a Bowling Green player. Bobcats had a 3-on-3. Now they'll hold up, wait for everyone else. 3-ball on the way. That's going to be no good. As rebound. Corner 3 attempt doesn't go for Shawnee as Levi Kellogg. 6'2 sophomore for Bowling Green comes up with a miss. And here's an attempt, no good. As we're going to consult every
roster we can find.
Piece of paper that's been given to us with names and numbers to see if we can match some names. Some of these numbers, we can tell you this is a couple of Lee's famous recipe chicken free throw attempts. First attempt is good.
Well, all right, so I think I found something that can help you with some other names. And then I have the JV roster here too. So maybe we'll be able to figure out some of these identities.
Start with a made free throw for Bowling Green, who does not have a number 20 on their tournament roster that was provided.
Clayson Gherkin, JV?
It's the JV number 20. We're going to see if that's correct. And now free throws coming here for Shawnee. We believe this is Kobe Bentz.
Foul is on number 20, Vince Goldsberry. His first.
Kobe working hard on that low block, and the bench about erupted. They wanted him to finish.
First attempt, no good. People behind us are saying Luke, so this might be Luke McGuire.
Luke McGuire, number 34, but he's on the floor also.
Ball at the wing's going to be knocked away. Shawnee's going to come up with this one.
We could do what they do in pro wrestling, mystery masked man at number 12 or
it's
something.
It's true. Here's Bronson Metzger looking inside, couldn't find anything. Swing this one around. Nothing inside, so they'll go side to side. Entry pass is poked away, but the Indians able to get this one back. Metzger got rid of this one. And foul's going to be committed just to get a couple more substitutions in. This is fourth quarter brought to you by Army's Auto Wrecking. Army's Auto Wrecking is paying cash for your junk cars and trucks. Call Army's at 419-225-1896. It's Bowling Green trying to get a couple more substitutions in. Final 2 minutes of the contest. Looks like Shawnee's going to be on their way to a date with the district finals. Wing three, that one in and out. Rebound is then tipped out of bounds. Bowling Green will have it. Bobcats get this back as we roll under 2 minutes remaining in our contest. Oh, double clutch, good play inside. That one's going to bounce off the heel of the iron. That is no good. Now under the basket. Shot attempt doesn't go. Putback is good. It's another late score for Shawnee. So they make this one 65-24. Rebound tipped up. This one's going to be grabbed by Cam Barker. Barker will find Metzger. Metzger will cross the timeline. Just under a minute to play in this district semifinal. Wing pass comes to that left side. Looks like Shawnee just going to go side to side right now. 45 seconds to go. Shawnee with the comfortable lead in no real hurry. Three ball was turned down. Now the step back attempt is turned into a pass. Then they get the kick out. Three straight on. That one no good. Putback is going to be up and good for Cam Parker. Parker adds one more score. Now Bowling Green will have a chance and a score. So 3-point attempt coming here for the Bobcats. Free throw is no good, and that's going to do it as the horn will sound. And our final, in our opening district semifinal, we'll have the Indians of Shawnee off to the district final as they claim a lopsided 67-26 win over the Bobcats of Bowling Green. We're going to take a timeout. When we come back, we're going to head down to the floor. Miles is going to catch up with our player of the game when we return. We're back here at Liberty Benton. Our final, Shawnee's off to the district final. They pick up a win over Bowling Green this evening, 67-26. Travick Berkey, big part of that, 10 made field goals as a part of a 21-point night. He is tonight's player of the game. He's the tall guy standing next to our Miles Holliday.
Travick, I might need a step stool to talk to you, buddy. Great win for you guys. How are you guys able to come out and dominate from the get-go?
Yeah, I know. I think it was a great win. Obviously, we were just fighting for more days to be with each other. Like, this is a special group, and we just want to stay together, and that really motivates us to come out here and perform.
What goes on in that locker room before you guys come out? Because I haven't seen a team all year long that dialed in.
Yeah, we messed around a little bit when we were coach talking, but when coach starts talking to us, we're locked in, and he gives us this special locking gum before the game, and it gets us right.
All right, so you're gonna have Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday off before you're in the championship on Saturday. What do you guys got to do in the next 3 days?
Yeah, we're obviously gonna celebrate this one tonight, and then starting tomorrow, we're gonna starting tomorrow, we're gonna prepare for whoever wins this next game.
All right, now a little bit of pressure on you. Big brother made this last time, all right? Are you gonna make the half-court shot?
Of course I am.
All right, here we go. Travick Berkey. Half-court shot. He's got it. Oh! Travick, congratulations. Good luck in the district final. Good luck, fellas. Nice job.
Yeah, big win again for Shawnee, 67-26. They get the win this evening, so they on their way to the district final. That again, Saturday afternoon right here at Liberty Benton. That's going to wrap up our coverage for this opening semifinal. We want to thank everyone for making our day possible. Starts with our great director, Ken Reeker. Want to thank Peyton for all the great work he did on the camera tonight and the great staff here at Liberty Benton as well. And of course, we want to thank Nick and Kelly back at our WOSN studios in Lima. So big win for Shawnee, 67-26. They get either Wapak or Defiance on Saturday. We'll find that out here in just a little bit on WOSN.